More than 7,000 Colorado children are confirmed the victims of abuse or neglect every year. In that same period, more than 30,000 children are reported as abused or neglected. Colorado's child abuse death rate is the third highest in the country, nearly twice the national average. Also, it is estimated as many as 50 to 60% of deaths resulting from abuse or neglect are not recorded as such. Over 80% of the persons who engage in child abuse are the parents of Colorado's children. Hi, I'm Jim Beneman of News 4, and I'm here to tell you more about FACES, a longtime Colorado agency determined to make a difference in the lives of children and families that might be at risk for child abuse and neglect. FACES has been around a long time, since 1974, and they're determined. The mission has always been to prevent child abuse, child neglect, and family violence, and they're doing a beautiful job at it. One thing I'd like to talk to you about is the home visitation program at FACES. This is the first of its kind in the entire United States. One thing it tries to do is to strengthen families so that they can protect and care for their children in a safe environment. FACES recognizes that being a parent is a very difficult task. Parenting skills are not innate, and in many cases, were not well taught or modeled for us. In spite of many barriers, though, almost all parents want to do what's best for their children. The staff here at FACES is skilled in providing positive parenting education. They understand the daily struggles families face and are there to help families figure out how to do what's best for their kids and themselves. We all know that every face has a story, and right now I want to introduce you to some of those people who are enjoying the benefits of the wonderful programs here at FACES. I want you to hear from them personally as to what the programs have meant to them, and especially why that home visitation program has had an enormous influence in their lives.
When FACES came into my life, my daughter was 2 months old, and before that, I had no idea about parenting.
I lost a lot of friends when I became pregnant because I didn't have anything in common with my friends.
My boys, Chauncey and Dante, came to my life because my granddaughter was an addict.
Being a single father is it's hard. It's long hours. There's lots of work to it.
Well, I needed FACES help because I was in a strain. I stretched out because I didn't know where to turn. I wasn't getting any help anyplace else.
When my twins were born, I asked our pediatrician for help, and they referred me to FACES.
FACES to me is like a light that I've never seen before.
FACES came into my life and helped me find the help I needed by finding a school, which is Lairden Hall for Chauncey, where he could function more on his level.
It was so helpful to have FACES come to my home because it would have been impossible for me to be able to go somewhere else with the twins and my 2-year-old.
FACES helped me feel more confident with myself, raising my kids, making choices for my kids and for me. It's helped with making better career choices. Instead of saying, I can't do this, I can say, now I can.
I'd been lost, I think. I was lost. I was lost without FACES because I had nowhere to turn. And at 7 years old, it's very hard.
I would recommend FACES for the simple fact that it was an outside source, wasn't judgmental on how I see things or how I do things. It helped me differentiate from doing right from wrong with my behavior with my kids or myself. And if anybody's going through something like this, they definitely need that outside source.
Each letter in FACES represents part of the mission of this long-standing organization. F stands for family. The counselors with the home visitation program focus on the entire family and take advantage of its strengths and diversity. To remove some stress from the families and to provide assistance in the family's natural environment, counselors meet with families in their own homes. A is for advocacy. The counselors here at FACES offer active support in trying to alleviate some of the adverse conditions that can affect our clients. For example, FACES connects them with services in housing, medical treatment, work development, transportation, childcare, education, and others. C stands for care. FACES helps families realize the importance of building circles of support among their family and within their communities. E stands for education. FACES helps parents develop healthier relationships between themselves and their children. S stands for support. The staff here at FACES works with individual parents, providing them support so that they can deal with their own emotional issues. FACES also provides bilingual services to families that are Spanish-speaking only. We do this because we recognize the enormous needs of this emerging community. FACES Home Visitation program does make a difference in the lives of the families that it serves. More than 90% of those families showed improvements in their attitude regarding parenting. For example, they became less punitive. They developed more empathy and were far more nurturing. FACES believes that prevention programs are effective, that programs must focus on the entire family, that positive parenting skills promote safe and healthy families, and that every member of our community shares some responsibility for strengthening families and protecting children. Together, we can build a nonviolent community, one family at a time.